our Seasons Change edition of Temple Tigers TV.
This is also our third episode.
I'm Bethany.
And I'm Trevor. Follow us on Twitter at TVTHS.
Follow us at TVTHS.
This week's episode, we will show you interviews from the Tiger seniors that played their last fall sport game. We'll also pay a visit to our new school counselor and give you the school's weekly announcements along with the brain teaser question of the week.
When we paid a visit to our new school counselor, Mr. Mount, he let us know what's happening with upcoming exams. Let's take a look.
Okay, and I would like to ask you about the upcoming ASVAB test. Can you explain what ASVAB is?
Sure. Yeah. ASVAB stands for Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. I don't have it on the screen. I just looked at the screen. And essentially what it is it's a test that the Armed Services, all four branches of the Armed Services, will administer. This year it's going to be administered by the Marines, Sergeant Tukes, our Marines recruiter. But it applies to all four branches of the Armed Services, and you get a score from that test that will, number one, it gives you sort of a percentile ranking that will show you how you compare to the rest of the country that have taken it. And then it will also, it has 10 specific sort of sub-tests in it that will help determine your strengths in specific areas. And for anybody who is interested in going into the military, it helps to identify what branch and what specific sub-branch of the military would be good for you to do, mechanics versus, I don't know, all the different things that you can do in the military. And I've also been reading and been talking to the recruiters, and they say that even if you're not interested in going into the armed forces, taking the tests is helpful because studies have shown that kids who take this test end up doing better on the SAT or the ACT when they take it afterwards. So it's a good preparatory test and helps you get into the swing of test taking, and it's free, so that's always a positive thing too.
Okay, so you mentioned the ASVAB test. When exactly is the test, and where can we go to find information?
We've scheduled the test to take place on the 16th of December, which is the last week before we go out for winter break, I believe. And it's going to be here in the computer lab, in the media center, I should say. And anybody who's interested in signing up can come sign up with me. There are test prep materials in the library that are available for checkout, and then there's a bunch of stuff online that I've seen as well. If you just do a quick Google search for ASVAB prep, there's some paid, there's some free, and there's plenty of places that you can go to prepare for it. It's going to be at 9 a.m. on the 16th of December. And I encourage anybody who's even remotely interested in taking it or who wants to do a little bit better on the SAT or the ACT to come sign up and take it.
Thanks, Mr. Mount.
Lots of great information.
If you have an interesting story you would like to share with us, email us at templetigerstv@gmail.com. Today is our final football game of the season.
The cross-country team will be traveling to Carrollton High School tomorrow to compete in the state competitions.
For many Tiger athletes, this will be their final chance to compete as a Temple Tiger.
Remember to wear white and come wish them luck. Senior night, we want to know how our senior Tigers feel about competing for the last time as a Temple Tiger.
Here are the interviews with some of our senior Tiger athletes.
Senior day is pretty much the day us seniors get recognized for how far we've gone in life.
Senior night means to me it's like your journey as an athlete at Temple to finally come to a head, and it's your last performance and pretty much your last ride at the last home game as a Temple Tiger.
I guess senior night overall, the big thing about it is that you get to stand in front of the community that's brought you up, and you finally get to be recognized in front of this community that has built you for the accomplishments that you've brought to that community. So I guess in a way it's you being recognized for what you've done for the community, and that means a lot to me.
Okay, so senior night to me means taking my accomplishments that I've made at Temple High School and advancing them into my future and making my memories here more memorable by knowing the people I've met have just kind of pushed me to become a better person.
Okay, what does senior night mean to me? I think that it's a good experience that night to see everybody out in the stands and watching you grow up from being at Temple all these years and knowing that it's your last home game and that you'll never get to be at this school again to cheer. And I guess it's supposed to be the funnest night your last night because you're going to be going on to college the next year. So it's, I guess, looking back on all your memories and making it the best that you can on your last game.
Senior Day to me means that it's a special day for seniors to be recognized, and it's just going to be like your last time to be a senior, and you'll never get that chance.
So Senior Day to me means finally reaching that point that you've watched all the people before you reach for 3 years, and it's also kind of you see your high school life just go right out the window. It feels like the past 4 years have gone by like that, but it's also a really special night because that night is the night to remember those 4 years in one night, and it's just amazing.
Senior night to me, basically, it means like we're finally getting recognized for what we have done in our lives and what we're going to do. It's finally a night for us to get recognized for who we are.
That we're not at the bottom totem pole anymore, where we're waiting on or watching everybody walk out, or we're in the locker room just peeking around the corner looking at everybody. We're finally the ones, everybody's looking around the corner watching us walk out.
My greatest memory of running cross country was probably making it state. That was probably one of the best days I had running.
My fondest memory of playing football at Temple High School is probably getting to run out of the banner and having like the band play and everybody's cheering for you, and definitely, after a big win, going to eat with all of your friends and stuff afterwards, and just being out on the field with all of your players and all of your friends and stuff that you've grown so close to over the years, and yeah, that's about it.
My fondest memory of being in band, well, probably the biggest thing was when I accomplished being drum major, that award ceremony that night, sitting there, and when I heard that the guard captain who was going up against me received guard captain, I basically knew at that point I was going to be the drum major for the band, and it was a very exciting, very important moment in my life, because this was something that I worked for as long as I had. This is something I'd wanted since I was a freshman in the band, and now as a junior I got to fulfill my dream of being drum major.
My greatest memory of being a cheerleader would have to be this past season. The team has just advanced so much. I'm so proud of them. But I think it would have to be summer camp this year. We kind of just outdid ourselves. And it would have to be the away games because we always complained. So I guess just overall being with my team would be a great experience as being a cheerleader.
Okay, my greatest memory of being a cheerleader would have to be last year we went to summer camp at Jekyll Island, and we got to do stunts on the beach, and we went to a UCA camp and learned so much more to help build a character up as a team. We went shopping on the strip. We all came closer and had team bonding at my house and had a little sleepover and swimming party. So it's brought better memories because we're all so much closer than my first 2 years of cheering, and now we're just a big happy family.
My favorite memory of being a football player was when we played Chattahoochee County, and I ran back the first touchdown for to start the game off. And another one is when during practice we played tag for our conditioning.
My favorite memory as a band member definitely has to be the end of my junior year when I figured out that I'm lieutenant. So another memory of mine that I just love was whenever we finally won grand championship for the first time in 10 years. That's a night I'll never forget.
My greatest memory playing here for the Temple Tigers was probably a Tuesday practice. Coach Rogers told me, Hakeem, and Chuck George to stay after practice, and he had something to tell us. And he told us that we made it to the All-Star game in high school, which was probably one of my biggest dreams from freshman year.
My greatest memory, probably going to playoffs. That was a fun year. long, and cold year.
I really love playing basketball in team sports. That or sitting at lunch with my friends. That's probably the best memory I have of being here.
Memory of being a Temple Tiger is pretty much all the laughs I've had in class over the years.
Probably my fondest memory of being a Temple Tiger and something that I will carry with me throughout the rest of my life is just a lot of the laughing and cutting up and just the relationships that I've made with the people here and the teachers and just all the fun that I've had in class. There's nothing, no one big thing, you know. Every day is, you know, there's always something to laugh about. There's always something to talk to your friends about, you know, and that's something that I'll always remember and always take with me.
My fondest memory of being a Temple Tiger, besides being thrown in the trash can several times my freshman year, but my biggest one would have to be getting to meet all of my friends and getting to be close with the teachers that have inspired me to become someone bigger and better. And just being a Temple Tiger in general has been a great memory on me, and I know I will miss it when I graduate.
My favorite memory as being a Temple Tiger is, I would say, I guess, going through homecoming, being on homecoming court every year and having the honor to experience it and meeting all the new people instead of coming from my old school and not knowing anyone. And then I guess being on homecoming court shows that all my friends truly care about me and I'm not a little lonely new kid anymore, so that's my favorite memory.
My favorite memory in Temple High School is basically messing with the freshmen this year, and yeah.
My fondest memory of being a Temple Tiger would probably be my freshman year whenever they came up with my nickname. A lot of people know my nickname is the Gluck, and they, you know, gave that to me because of the way I talk sometimes. And I love that memory because it makes me realize that high school is full of a lot of nicer people than middle school was. It made me realize who my true friends are, and every time I hear the nickname Gluck, it makes me remember in my freshman year and how I kind of broke free from the social barriers I used to have back in middle school.
My fondest memories of being a Temple Tiger is most likely Spirit Week. You know, every year, homecoming, we got a Spirit Week. We get to dress up and do all kind of crazy things, so it's pretty fun.
My fondest memories, probably Thursday practice of our last week of football, running through the red bag with your seniors.
Fondest memory of being a Temple Tiger, well, aside from jumping through a window and crashing into a class that was in progress, I have to say that there really isn't a single memory that sticks out. Being a Temple Tiger is, you know, going through these 4 years and building companionships with people that you've known already since elementary school. Being a Temple Tiger is having those friendships and those memories to take you through the rest of your life and to build your character and to build your knowledge of life. And there really isn't a single memory that I can say is the biggest and the best, because all of it helps to build who you are. So I really can't answer which is my fondest. All of my memories from Temple High School are fond memories.
Wow. I'm really going to miss those guys.
Yeah, I think many of us will. We want to wish them the best of luck as they begin this new journey of their life.
Remember, it's not the end, it's only the beginning.
What has a neck but no head but still wears a cap? Tweet your answers at TVTHS. We will reveal the answer on our next episode.
Last week's survey was, what was your favorite kind of chocolate? The answers revealed that it was chocolate ice cream. Remember to tweet us your answers at TVTHS.
That concludes this week's episode.
Don't forget to wear white to receive a discounted admission into tonight's football game.
Thanks for watching.